Welcome to Data Science Explained Simply. In this video, I will explain that what data science means in a very simple way. No complicated maths, no heavy technical words, no assumptions that you already know programming. The goal of this channel is simple: to take difficult data science, artificial intelligence, and machine learning concepts and explain them in a way that anyone can understand. By the end of this short video, you should understand what data science is, why it matters, where machine learning fits, and how data becomes useful. First of all, what is data science? So, what is data science? That's the first question. In simple words, data science is the process of turning raw data into useful decisions. Raw data by itself is usually messy and difficult to understand. It can be numbers in a spreadsheet, customer records, website clicks, images, text, or sensor reading. Data science helps us move from data to analysis, then from analysis to insight, and finally from insights to action. For example, a shop may have thousands of sales records. Data science can help the shop understand what customers buy, predict what they want or what they may buy next, and decide which product to stock more. So the main idea is not just data. The main idea is using data to understand, predict, and finally decide. Now, why does data science matter? So data science matter because organizations do not want to rely on guessing. Without data science, many decisions are based on opinions, assumptions, or late reactions. Someone may say, I think customer like the product, or I feel the service is working well. But data science help us to ask, what does the evidence show? It is used for personalization, like recommending videos, music, products, or podcasts, or learning materials. It is used for risk detection, such as spotting frauds in banking or identifying security threats. It is also used for planning, such as forecasting demand and then traffic, staffing, or stock levels. So data science help organization move from opinion to evidence, from assumptions to pattern, and from late reactions to early actions. The data science workflow here in front of you. So the most data science projects follow a simple workflow. First, we collect the data. This data can come in shapes of file, applications, websites, databases, sensors, or cloud platforms. Second, we clean the data. This is very important because real data is often messy. It may have missing values, duplicate rows, wrong formats, or inconsistent entries. Third, we explore this data. This means that we use charts, summaries, and questions to understand what is happening. Fourth, we model the data. This may involve statistics, machine learning to find relationships and make predictions. Finally, we communicate the results. So this means explaining the insights clearly so people can make better decisions. A very important point in this is that most of the time in data science is spent before modeling. Cleaning, understanding, and asking the right questions often matter more than the algorithm itself. Now, what does data look like? So many beginners think data only means numbers in Excels, but data can appear in many forms. Structured data is organized in rows and columns like customer records, sales table, or student marks. Text data can include reviews, email, comments, and social media posts. Image data can include photos, scans, medical images, or screenshots. Time series data changes over a period of time, such as stock prices, weather forecast, traffic, or sensor reading. Each type of the data needs a different method. You would not analyze an image in the same way as sales table. You would not analyze customer reviews in the same way as house prices. So a key skill is the data science is choosing the right method for the right type of the data. Then, why does machine learning fit? Or where does machine learning fit actually? So let's talk about machine learning. Many people think that data science and machine learning are the same thing. They are related, but they are not the same. Machine learning is often about one tool inside data science, and it is used when we want a computer to learn patterns from data and make predictions or decisions. The simple flow is this: we give the system input data, the model learns from the data, and then it produces a prediction. For example, if we want to predict house prices, we may give the model information such as house size, location, number of rooms, previous selling prices. The model learns pattern from the old houses and predict the price of new house. Regression will predict numbers, classification will predict categories, and clustering will find the groups in this case. Real world examples. So data science is already a part of everyday life. When a streaming platform recommends a video, it is using past viewing behavior to suggest what you may watch next. In banking, data science can help detect unusual transactions and possible fraud risk. In healthcare, it can support risk prediction and diagnosis support. In education, it can help identify students who may need extra support before they fail or disengage. The pattern is usually the same. We look the past behavior, find a pattern, and use that pattern to support a better next action. That is why data science is powerful. It does not only describe the past, it helps us to make the better decisions for the future as well. Tools and skills. Data science combines technical skills and communication skills. Python is often used for analysis and modeling. SQL is used for query database. Visualization tools help us to create charts and dashboards. Cloud platforms help us store and process large amount of data, but tools alone do not make someone a good data scientist. A strong data scientist asks good questions. What problems are we solving? What data do we need? Is the data reliable? Which method is suitable? What does the result mean? How can we explain it clearly? So the full process is question, data, method, and explanation. And before that, we have results as well. The explanation is very important because insights are only useful if people can understand it and act on it. So the final recap here we have is, let us quickly just go through it. Data science means using data to understand problems, predict outcomes, and support better decisions. It starts with a question, not with a tool. It needs clean data because messy data can give poor results. It ends with action because an insight is only valuable when it helps someone make a better decision. In this channel, we will continue explaining data science, AI, machine learning, Python, and cloud concepts in a simple and practical way. In the next video, we will explain the difference between a data analyst, a data scientist, and a machine learning engineer. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a nice day.